President, effectively, this is an initiative that was launched due to the necessity, and all of the polls have shown this, and all measurement tools have shown of defending every one of us, the Republic, the peace of the Republic, not on our knees. It is an active peace of all of our people that is used to live freely, and all of the rights and of our norms of our people have been preserved, and it's a beautiful response because we have been listening. It has to do with the spirit of Venezuelans, that Venezuelan that Garcia speaks about. We have a single flag, we have a single territory that belongs to all of us. It is impressive that agriculture, farmers, commune leaders, fishermen and women, all the political parties of the 56 political parties that the country has, have the presence in these councils of 53 of them, these councils of sovereignty and peace that was inaugurated last week. As of that meeting, preparatory meeting, there was a consensus of installing these councils in each and every one of the states of the nation that will meet on Thursday, and also the sectorial meetings of all of the people who have get closer to us to ask to be included for the defense of the nation. These 70 councils has also a secretariat that comes from all of the sectorial chapters. Will have 3 commissions of work commissions, a diplomatic one that will be in charge of the defense with all of the tools and instances to denounce the falsehoods, the calumnies against the homeland. All of us have been lied to through our psychological war that has tried to affect the development of the society, and they have reached the opposite. But we want to go to all of the instances to defend ourselves and our right to live at peace, to our integrity, to the right of fishermen and women, President, to exercise their work without being threatened in this exaggerated military deployment in the Caribbean that has been supposedly signaled by the U.S. empire. And also there is going to be a commission that will have to be in charge of all of the law, and we have norms. There is the United Nations Charter, the rights, the maritime rights, international maritime rights. We have a sort of elements that we are going to go deep into. And from a commission of political aspects, social aspects as well, for this psychological war be defeated, as you mentioned to the media, when you show the true developing of narco trafficking. We have also in Ecuador, the route in Ecuador through the Pacific, the 85% goes through the Pacific, and those businesses are protected. And there is a thing that you listen, Mr. President, the ignorance has no limits. The fentanyl topic, for example. Fentanyl is the main raw material to produce it, enters through Canada of the United States, towards the United States, and the addiction and in the United States, the epidemic, the addiction to fentanyl surged in the United States because legal laboratories installed in the U.S. modified the dose of cocaine with the painkillers for the people for the people to be addicted to this. They are derived from opium. And also opium, it is produced with the collaboration of military men in the United States. Afghanistan also. Also, I said when Taliban's defeat and also the markets of Japan fell down at that moment. It is the reality of empires of the world, led them with their hypocrisy and lack of moral. Here with our truth, and fortunately with the blessing of God, the construction of a homeland, of a dignified people, women and men, free women and men, firm, strong, of a homeland that is on the move, as liberator of the 21st century. Here, Major, here in La Guaira, we have this beautiful hotel to keep growing in tourism, in regional economy that is growing, to keep strengthening it, our source of entertainment. But it was a success, the exercise of Saturday, and also in La Guaira, they moved forward as well, was one of the first states that installed the military councils. Effectively, President, the security of the nation is the responsibility of all Venezuelans and has fundamental pillars, the integral development of the nation and the defense. This hotel is part of that resistance of permanent offensive in the framework of the first transformation of the Homeland Plan. We have defined that seeks through the non-armed struggle for the well-being, for the satisfaction of the necessities of the people, for the spiritual development, and that is why it complements the defense and the development of the nation, and that attributes to the concept of security. I think may allow me to congratulate you as Commander-in-Chief of these armed forces, Commander of our Revolutionary Armed Forces, and the Popular Power President, for all of these tireless efforts to keep developing our productive capacities, especially through all the sectors of the civilian society, through everyone that can be identified with the Chavista ideology. And this is the concept of sovereignty and peace that we installed at a hotel of the city with the President of the National Assembly, Jorge Rodriguez, with President, our representation of all of the sectors, business sector, religious, priests, social movements, and all in a single voice, political parties from the opposition, everyone, all of them in a single voice, and they compromise themselves with working in front of Jorge, President of the National Assembly, Jorge Rodriguez. It has overcome, surpassed our expectations, and this 135% of our goals in the first week, and has been fulfilled in 135%. The General of the Militia, Romero Bolivar, also is going to give us some data. On Saturday, they said we had to go to the barracks. These women went there door by door to let her get inside, let them get inside of this. And next week, the people took the arms included in the Bolivar plan created by Chavez. Our Bolivarian armed forces have always been engaged with people. Here in La Guaira, which is a mountainous zone, and the entry of the country will have a clear mission, which is to protect the capital city. We identified all of the approximation levels, defense systems, and blockways, and with heavy artillery as well. And we are formatting this Saturday. Suarez went with me in this experience that was led with the anti-defense, aerial defense. Yeah, President, it was a very good experience. starting with what happened or we went through on July 28th and 29th of last year, that you said the Bolivarian Armed Forces was crucial with this initiative of training our people. In this case, the training of our Bolivarian Armed Forces have been engaging in every neighborhood and in every mountain. There you're going to see the terror of a people that is on arms, especially with the presence of women. They are not going to enter because our people is prepared and is being prepared to defend our beloved homeland, Venezuela, with our president, legitimate president, elected by the people. These are ways of struggle, forms of action, and also it has to be with the national power. And the national power has its basis in a conscious people organized in the military power. These are true powers, tangible ones, verifiable, and the power more crucial for the new state model, the new society, model of the society is the power of the people. Here, Ángel Comuna Prado, where we were exchanging on Saturday, the National Union of Farmers, Ezequiel Zamora, the UNSAC, with 1 million farmers, peasants. They have it all to produce the land. They have their tools to guarantee the peace of the country, and we were there, Ángel Comuna, among such many tasks. All of the communal circuits, the communes, I remember, and I said to the governors, to the political bureau of the party, and I said to all of the people, our goal is 6,000 communes consolidated in their infrastructures, in their power, in their government rooms, in their working teams, consolidated at a social level, political, military. That's our goal, which is 5,336 communal circuits, that we need to go deep into the democratization of the people's power and their expansion towards reaching the great goal. We are on September. In September, 12 plus 3, do you know how much is 15? 15 months to achieve this goal, because when on January 1st, 2027, the sun arises, we must have installed, built, and functioning 6,000 communes, which is the base of the new state, the new economy, the new society, and the power armed of the people. Well, make a resume of everything we have been speaking of. Well, in less than 1 month, we are preparing, and in this context we are living in